So today we are here gathered to celebrate peace, to celebrate unity, celebrate oneness, and also to harness the reason how we could make our natural environment also respond to the peace that we've enforced.
We, every human being, must work towards preserving the climate so for us to have a lasting peace in the society. May peace prevail on earth, and I want to advise each and every one, while working for peace, think of the downtrodden. Thank you.
Naturally, there can never be progress in the midst of calamities. Instability is not good. Let there be peace.
Everybody needs peace. And how you can relate that to the society is the way you live, the way you relate with people. You just know that you need peace and you live in peace with everybody.
If there is environmental stability, then definitely humans too will be stable. So they should choose peace, teach peace, practice peace.
The cause of peace is for everybody, is for everyone in the society. Basic thing is that the peace begins with you as a person.
Without peace, there will be no progress. Without progress, there will be no community or nation.
Have a forgiving spirit. We all make mistakes. That is why pencils have erasers.
Peace is the best thing we need. Peace is the blessing we pray. If we can have peace in everything, that is the best thing to share. That is the best thing to share.
Mojima Etokudo. Mojima is in Nigeria. Hello from New York. Paul Sakis here, Reverend Paul Sakis. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, you have such a great reputation here in America, and I imagine around the world, by some people who Monica Willard and Lisa Parker and Fumi, may peace prevail on earth. They all say how hard you've worked for the International Day of Peace. And I want to thank you for doing that. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing in Nigeria, how long you've been doing it, and why you're doing it.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate for the opportunity to speak to you on this platform. Like you've rightly said, I am Mojima Etokudo. I'm from southern Nigeria. I was involved in the May Peace Prevail on Earth International. By then it was World Peace Prayer Society in 1996.
Whoa!
And since then I was a very teenager young man then. I started working with them as a musician. Oh. And in 1996, I dedicated one of my albums then to the World Peace Prayer Society on the title, Give Them Right. And since then, until 2001, when I had the privilege of attending Peace Rep Conference in Ghana, where the then executive director, Deborah Moldo, and the president, Hiro Sayonji, and others met in Ghana. And I was awarded the status of the country's representative, volunteer representative. So in 2003, we had the first International Day of Peace in Nigeria, attended by people from all walks of life. And since 2003 till date, we have been having the annual commemoration of the International Day of Peace across Nigeria. We've taken the program to the northern part of the country, despite the insecurity and insurgencies. that is going on in Nigeria. And we've been able to present peace poll to both the Muslim community, the Christian community, the traditional community, the political community, and the business class in Nigeria. We've taken the message of peace to the National Assembly, the highest, the legislature in Abuja, the capital territory of Nigeria, and presented the peace poll to the legislators over there. We've also planted peace poles on the course of this commemoration in the palaces of the traditional kings in Nigeria, the political, the county councils of our country, and in private homes, as well as desktop peace pole in various offices. And during this International Day of Peace, we always bring people together to have a kind of lectures on the theme of the year. Like last year, we had someone, a university don, and someone from Australia that came in, that visited Nigeria, and he was privileged to speak to us in Port Harcourt. And it was widely covered by both national and international television broadcasting network. And people came together, we speak together, and we see the need to come together in order to foster peace. And then when the United Nations deemed it fit this year to come up with the theme, end racism and build peace, it becomes very, very pertinent. Like in countries like Nigeria, like in Africa, where there is a racism in so many aspects. In fact, I'm looking at racism as not only talking about the color of skin, but racism in segregation, racism in discrimination, racism in not giving the right of the poor masses to the masses. And all of this contributes to racism. So we've been doing this. It's just unfortunate that apart from the International Day of Peace, who gave some little support, people in our part of the world looks at it that since it is associated with United Nations, that maybe United Nations had paid you to do the advocacy work. But we look at it as a call to serve, that even when United Nations is not paying us, our country, Nigeria, is not paying us, and the May Peace Prevail International, May Peace Prevail on Aid International is doing their best in supporting us the little they could. But we took it upon ourselves to see to it that we do the advocacy work, knowing that with this, peace can prevail on earth. So
Oh
this is
my God.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, wow, you're phenomenal. Stupendous. I want video of everything. Give me the video, because I want to promote it. I would love the video of when you met with your government. If you have any video, because I'm a TV guy. And so if you have any video of when you met, if you could send that to me. If you have the Australian person, that would be important, because I'm reaching out to some more Australian businessmen and ladies. That would be important for me. If you have any of that content that you can share that we can help promote and put into our public relations, I'm going to do it. All right, because you're my R, if you will accept, I'm going to make you our representative in Africa. And so if that's all right, and with something with you in it too, I have this here right now, and we'll see how we get you involved as we proceed here to September 21st. So on September 21st, what are you doing? Some event on September 21st this year?
Yeah, thank you very much. We have a whole line of activities drawn for September 21st. And we are having a week-long program, because we understand that this message cannot go to the nooks and crannies. We have decided to visit some traditional rulers' councils, because we know they can take the message to the root. We have decided to visit some religious leaders' meetings, because we know they can take the message to their members. And we have decided to visit some government representatives, because we know they can fly the message at their level. So we are going to do this beginning from the 12th or 13th of the month of September, And we will climax it with a gathering on the 21st of September, where people will gather together and a lecture will be delivered on the theme, End Racism, Build Peace. And during this climax of the event, Peace Pole will be awarded to some distinguished men and women in order to encourage them to preach peace and to work peace as long as they live. So we have series of activities drawn, and it's going to be a week-long activities, and it will climax on the 21st of September, where people will come together and the event will be held on that day.
Wow, you are fantastic. When you send me your text, your information and the email, if you have anything written down, include that, please, in whatever, if you send about you guys and then whatever you're planning on doing. Because I'm going to speak about this great news, especially with the, all our countries are, to a certain degree, always has some non-peaceful scenarios, some people who are unable to communicate without violence, and that's sad, because the fact of the matter is the world is good, the people of the world are good, and most of the world lives in peace. Or they just leave people alone, they don't bother anybody, or they're not beating anybody up. And that's out of the 8 billion, let's use 8 billion, how many people are fighting? The problem is that the few are, of course, the mass shooting people, the 300, 500 out of 350 million in America, or whatever it is. They're not representative. They're representative of a mentally ill group of people that have XYZ problems. They have problems. And I love them. I'd love to hug them and tell them, you come over to my house. Let's have a dinner, so, and you too, you're that kind of person. The Aboriginal Indians, indigenous people, in the old days, they would hug the person, they need love. They need to be respected. They need faith and belief in themselves that they're good people and that the world is good around them. And the more we get to those people, those are the people we need to talk to, because the peaceniks, the people that are peaceful are peaceful. We're going to sit there and we're imagine peace. We're going to talk about Mother Earth like John Lennon. We need to find the people that have mentally, and I did the brain series on PBS. There's scientifically realities that some brains are pushed a little bit more, makes them a little, and all the, upbringing. I'm sorry, I usually don't talk this much, but you've inspired me. They grow up in the conditions that aren't peaceful, and thusly, they're frustrated or angry. As Richie Havens said to me, the guy who started Woodstock singing the song Freedom, said to me, the people are writing these rap songs. This is back in 1989. You're a musician, I'm a musician. So we're like, we're musicians. So the people writing these rap songs, many of them are angry. And the way they're angry and the way they're going to get their anger out is in a rap song. And that's their poetry, Paul Simon and Garfunkel, he had poetry. He had his type of poetry. Rap has this type of poetry. In any case, you got me all inspired. You're an inspirational man. And I thank you for taking this time with us. What else should we know about you? How come you're such an inspirational guy? Where'd that come from, my friend?
Well, I am so excited to be part of the human race. I was born 46 years ago, and unfortunately, or fortunately, by nature, I lost my parents at the age of 9, and at the age of 8, and at the age of 14. Oh. So life sometimes can become a little bit difficult. But when I grew up, I looked at life that if one was interested about life, that is caring for others, life would have been easy to live. And as I grew up, I started having the passion for humanity. because life was difficult for me to become a human, you know. And so when I grew up, I now looked at if human beings can share love with each other, if human live in.
Whoa, you're pausing. Oh, what beautiful, brilliant comments. How gorgeous. How gorgeous. Let's see how long this lasts. Maybe it'll come back. This is technology, but it's unbelievable technology. He's in Nigeria. I'm in New York. They both start with M. And so it's a beautiful thing. All right, he's gone. Maybe he'll get back on to this. Let's see if that happens. All right. In the meantime, in between time, let me update everybody. We're working very hard here for our New York City outreach. And we have a good relationship with the faith-based executive director. And now we have Mojima back in the game here on our conversation. I kept it going. I talked through our conversation. I'm going to broadcast the whole thing. Let me tell everybody, I said to the Mojima that if he's able to raise some money, I'm leaving that on also to everybody to hear, because it can affect anybody who can bring in some money and obtain a position on good news. I'd love for this gentleman to come over to America, but he's got his hands full. I see that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, good. Well, I filled up that
Okay.
time. I got my saxophone out, and I played the saxophone, and then I played the piano, and no, I didn't. But what instrument do you play?
Well, I was just a vocalist. I compose. I'm a song composer and a singer. Though when trying to meet up with.
Oh boy, here we go again. Well, I will hang in here because this is important. He is important. What he's doing is important. May peace prevail on earth. What they're doing. They have Fumi under her leadership, and a lot of wonderful people, Jim Dugan and Deborah Moldau, he mentioned, who actually is my, I'll say, inspiration to take over Times Square for our International Day of Peace, because she had suggested to me, since I was the host many years with Reverend Susanna Bastarrica's wonderful event and James Canning over in the band shell in Central Park, Deborah said, why don't you do this in Times Square? And I listened to that, Deborah. Whatever she said, I'll do. And Reverend Deborah Moldau said, do it over in Times Square. And I did it and started it there, and so on and so forth. And we plan to do it again here this year in Times Square, which I'm going to right now in a few minutes at Duffy Square for an Asian event. The Dragon Boat Festival is in town, which we've been sponsoring over, I don't know, 10 years or so. Another major event here in New York. These are events that people can get together. We love events like this, peace events, Dragon Boat events, love parties, and concerts. It's all good stuff. All right, just love one another. Don't bring a gun and hurt anyone. Do good. Do good. That's the name of it. Be kind, loving, caring. All right, we're back on. I filled it up again with my jabbering. So, Mojima, you lost your parents at an early age, but what continued to give you hope and velocity? I'm even going to use the word. You have energy. You have a love of life. Did you have other relatives, or was it you feel a lot of, you took on responsibilities in the family? What did you have to do at a young age like that?
Well, I'm so excited. Sorry for the breaking transmission. Like I said, I am a vocalist and a songwriter. And when the difficulties in Nigeria trying to meet up with the challenges in music came up, I had to diversify in order to get into some other venture so as to be able to earn my living.
Oh boy, we have some ups and downs here. That's for sure. Oh, sorry, viewers, but you know, this is unbelievable ability to be able to do this right here, right now, without having to go on a satellite feed, which in essence is very expensive. We have actually used the satellite feed in Times Square for 1 year, but hopefully we won't have to take the satellite truck. It's an expensive venture, but it's the right way to do the job. If you're really doing production, you need to do a lot of the old standard television production approaches, which is a satellite truck, which is two satellite possibility. And you always do redundancy. You back up your work. In any case, well, yeah, you talked about singing. Let's see how much more we got. And if not, we're going to just at this moment say, may peace prevail. What's brought you? So you're singing. Are you still singing? Let me ask you that.
Well, no, I'm not still singing as a profession now. I am into public service because the country Nigeria couldn't welcome the profession. And where you now become a liability, it wouldn't allow you to do the work. So now I consider if I keep going to people with this and people do not welcome it, and there's no way to raise funds for a living. So I decided to venture into public service work where I can earn my living and thereby be able to carry out my services for humanity through May Peace Prevail on Earth International and the organization of the International Day of Peace yearly. And let me also mention this, maybe I will do.
Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We bring the flags down to our Times Square event, and we've done the peace pole ceremony with Fumi and Deborah and Jim Dugan. And over the years, this is a Hug a Planet. We also have that here. I do have a peace pole in the other room that we had up at PS 238 in the Bronx. And they put artwork all over it. These peace poles are really a very magnificent outreach for the world. All right, back to you, my friend. We're gonna try to get one more. Oh no.
Okay, let's try one more because it's like we are having issues with the network system here.
Yeah, just give me a 2-minute summary at this point, and let's try to get it in.
Okay, I really appreciate the opportunity given to me, and I want to say that in our cause to carry out to celebrate the International Day of Peace.
Okay. I'll see. I'm going to give it one more moment or two to see if he comes back and finish his sentence. I think he ended in a good sentence, but we'll see if we got one more here. Well, I'll have to say a lot of interviews, this has not happened. I don't know, ever. Maybe once out of thousands. It just is what it is. And he's so much an important man. He's such a vibrant, I think I used that word before. He is such a great humanist, caring the public sector. You hear those words? Public sector. That means helping them, each other, maybe in a political-ish way. As politicians, I'm a favor of politicians. If they're public servants, I think they don't like the word servants, but they're public representatives. They can do a good thing. All right, button this up. You said, may peace prevail. One last comment, please.
Okay, so I thank you very much for the opportunity to serve. I understand maybe we have a network issue. Maybe in my email, I will chronicle some of the activities we've been doing, services to humanity through this medium to you. So it is a great privilege to be with you on this platform. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Let me ask you, let's just see if we get in. What is peace for you? For you personally, what is peace? What makes you peaceful? What's peace for you?
What makes me peaceful is seeing humanity live in harmony. What makes me peaceful is seeing humanity smiling. What makes me peaceful, see humanity living in unity and love.
All right, I love you. You're a man,
Thank you.
fantastic man. I'm so honored to get the chance to speak with you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, we're
Cheers.
gonna do a duet the next time we meet. All right. What are you, an alto, a tenor, or a bass singer? What's your voice? Alto, high, medium, or low? When you sing.
You want me to sing one of the songs to you now?
Go ahead. Yeah, I love music. Go on. Give me just a taste of it.
One of the songs that was dedicated to the World Peace Prayer Society then was saying, give them right, I tell you, give them right now. Give them right, may peace prevail on earth. Give them right, may peace be in Nigeria now. Wayo. Give them right, may peace be in Africa. Now, here.
Okay. Wait, was that Bob Marley? I opened up my eyes. Wow. I'm going to give it 2 more seconds to see if he gets back on. Look at the spirit of that man. Oh my God. This is magnificent. I love it. I hope you in the audience love it too. I don't know how you could not love it. This is humanity at its best. All righty. Let's see if he gets on one more time, because he can sing. He's an alto. Okay. I thought that was, I closed my eyes and I saw dreadlocks and I saw Bob Marley singing. Are you Bob Marley? You come back.
I think I was caught up by the network. So let me study if I can get at least the first stanza of the song. Give them right, I tell you, give them right now. Give them right, may peace prevail on earth. Give them right, may peace be in Nigeria now. Wayo. Give them right, may peace be in Africa. Now, hear me saying, give them right, may peace be in America. Even all over the world, give them right.
You are so right about your right. I love you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Cheers.